We are thrilled to have join us on Ranger Nation Radio. Zach Alfonso, a senior, a leader with the MHS golf team. The Rangers just wrapped up their season with a home match against Central Catholic. Zach, how are you?
Doing good.
Excellent. Congratulations on another outstanding season. Um, you guys. Now, what happens now? I'm just. Is the Do you guys go individual tournament now?
We have a team tournament tomorrow.
Yep.
The top three guys on the team go. I'd like to shout them out. Cam Hutch and Josh Frechette will be joining me tomorrow at Vesper Country. And then on Monday, unfortunately, as a team, we didn't make it to the state tournament, but I will be representing Methuen at the state sectional on Monday at Renaissance Country Club.
Fantastic. Veteran move by you. I didn't even have to tell you to shout people out. That was awesome. That was great. So tomorrow, is that the MVC, or is that the
MVC
tournament?
Championship.
Okay.
Yep.
Awesome. Good luck with that. You guys were extremely competitive within the MVC this year. Tell me just about your time on the team and how you have seen the team progress, since you started.
It was a good year. We struggled a little bit pulling out the wins. We were in every match. Every match was close. I felt the team grew as a unit throughout the entire season. We all got to know each other a little more, all got better as golfers, and throughout my career here, I've noticed that every year we're just getting better and better in places. We're competing with those teams that usually dominate the division and the whole conference, and we're keeping up with them, and it's good to see it.
Absolutely. I mean, who just for the uninformed, who are those teams in terms of the ones that are always always the ones you're chasing?
Teams like Andover, North Andover, Central Catholic, and even Billerica and Haverhill this year. Haverhill came out and had a good season. They were a tough match this year.
Yeah, it was a very competitive, very competitive season. Just kind of looking back at like the last four seasons around the MVC, it seemed like there was a lot more parity. And as you guys were progressing, other, like you mentioned, Billerica, Haverhill, other teams were kind of stepping into that trap match.
Yep.
Don't overlook them, right?
Yep.
Tell me I'm a huge golf fan. My whole family golfs. I'm a lefty. I've always said the course isn't made for me, but I can't say that anymore now.
Yep.
Mickelson and but tell me, like, one of my favorite things in all of sports to watch is the Ryder Cup and
Yep.
the team competitions, and because it's just not something that folks think of when it comes to golf. It's a very individual thing. It's
Yep.
Every shot is a very individual kind of get in the zone sort of, canceling out all all noise in your head. Tell me how with such an individual sport, you're able to build that team atmosphere.
Well, having a partner out there is very important because at our age, we're all learning still. Like a lot of kids, we just start out in high school. Having that partner, they bring a new aspect because they help how do I word this? They help read different shots. Like
Sure.
'cause they could have been in a situation you've been in past situations where they know how to hit those kinds of shots, and having in the individual aspect of it is it's a lot of on you as a golfer to make the shot happen, but as a team, it's like you can help each other. Like you get that ability to help each other out there on the course.
And I have to imagine there's just a camaraderie in the difficulty of the game,
Oh,
and because of that, the thrill of
yep,
succeeding. Yeah.
yep,
It's I was I played I played tennis in high school and college, and the same thing, very individual sport, not quite as hard as golf in terms of just it can go like no you can have practiced a shot 60 times, have perfect muscle memory on a shot, and it can go wrong just because.
yep.
um but so I mean it's to me like to me it's an amazing sport. It's a I hate the cliche that like it's a sport for a lifetime, but it really is. I mean,
Yep.
but not only it's that it teaches you a mental toughness.
hmm
Speak a little bit to that in terms of just how you've been able to progress on the mental toughness side.
Well, when I started out, I was freshman year. I just saw the golf signups, said, "What the heck," you know. And at that time, I was a very emotional golfer. I took every shot to heart.
I wouldn't know
Like
anything
hit a
about that. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. If it was a bad shot, it'd get to me, and then all of a sudden the whole round would turn upside down on me. And over the years, I've just learned that it's just a game to go out there and have fun. And when you're out there, it's you don't really have to be mental about it. I've learned over the years because it's just the luck of how good you are and your skill level. And over the years, I've developed mentally and learned to like don't not care as much like if I hit a bad shot and to get over it and just move on and continue to play.
All you duffers out there, I mean, please listen to that. I mean, I couldn't say it any better. I mean, it's I mean, that's when you're able to just enjoy it. It
Yep.
actually it takes on a whole different. I'm so competitive, and like
Oh yeah.
at your age, I had I went through a phase like in middle again. My whole family's huge golfers. My dad's still a scratch golfer, and um, so I played golf like every day in middle school, and when I got to high school, like I just couldn't do that. I couldn't. I was that emotional guy you were talking about. Like I wasn't throwing clubs, but it's just it's like you just I couldn't see it. I couldn't see the game for just being fun. So the fact that you're able to have that perspective at this age, that's awesome because it takes a lot of us another 20 years to figure that out.
Yep.
Um, in terms, so you play hockey and lacrosse as well.
Yep.
How you wouldn't typically mesh those three sports together? Like, how did that come to be?
Well, I grew up playing hockey as a kid. Family, parents played it, and I really stuck to it. And then, I mean, lacrosse came around. All my buddies, they from hockey, they all played, and I'm like, what the heck? Why not try it out? And then that I got interested in that. And then one day I had the move up day from eighth grade to high school, and I saw the golf tryouts sign ups, and I'm like, what the heck, you know. And then it turned out all the boys from the high school hockey team, they all played, and that's how it came to be.
How is that? Like, what is it with hockey? Because I've noticed that obviously. I mean, what is it in terms of hockey versus golf?
I mean, that's a tough question. I think
Is
it's
that just a
just
freak thing that tends to happen, or is there like something like legitimate in terms of like why hockey players like golf?
I think it's just all like random chance,
Yeah,
but it also could be I mean, it's something that we all can do together like leading up to the season since golf is a fall sport and
sure.
summer sport.
Yep.
So it's something that we can all play and gain team unity before even getting on the ice as a team.
Talking to
So,
Zach Alfonso from the MHS golf team. As he mentioned earlier in the interview here on Ranger Nation Radio, they'll be playing in the MVC championship on Thursday. Zach, in terms of, tell us a little bit in terms of your coach, and I know that he's probably off to your left or right now, but so I don't want to get you in trouble or anything, but
No, he's in the other room.
oh, okay, he left. All right, all right. So we can speak candidly. Okay. No, I mean, Jason Sibbs, he's an awesome guy. But I mean, tell us a little bit in terms of just how he is on the golf side.
Yeah, like you said, he's a great guy. Good coach. When I started out golf, he didn't know me, he didn't recognize me in my freshman year, and then I started working my way up. And sophomore year, he started to notice me. I sort of made my voice heard on the golf course and started calling people out and beat them. And he realized he didn't really think I would make the varsity squad in sophomore year, but I worked hard and I got my way up there. And ever since, me and him have gotten close over the years. And of course, we have golf season and lacrosse season together. And he's my teacher this year for math. And so he's just a great guy, and really really enjoy
So
having
do
him
you
as a
ever hit
coach.
a point where it's too much Sims? Like now adding the math part into this, is it like, all right, enough already with Sims?
Not really. I mean, it just gives me a chance to get closer
Sure.
as a coach and as a student, and it's just a great experience having him constantly throughout the year.
Now you guys also had senior day against in the match against Central Catholic. Tell us about the rest of the seniors on the team.
Yeah, my fellow seniors, Grace McKinnon, C.J. Brown, Corey Ciccatelli. Um, we all had a good season. I mean, yet again, it was tough pulling out wins. Both fantastic golfers, good friends off the course and on. Yeah, they're really nice people, and it's been a pleasure being able to play golf with them for the last 3-4 years. So.
Awesome. So now you work at the golf course as well. Did
Yeah.
that kind of come out of being there so often with the team?
Yeah, I mean, it certainly helps me more than a lot of them because I get to be there every day over the summer, and I take care of the greens, so all those greens are my responsibility over there at Merrimack, and so I get to know them better than anyone on the team, and I think it helps give me a little bit of advantage out there because I do constantly get to play them, and I do, in the fact that I do get guests and I get to bring players from the team over to the
Nice
course,
perk.
and helps all of them.
I mean, the Caters are awesome to the team to begin
Yep.
with, but I mean, just to have that extra experience, I mean, it's a beautiful course. It's not just because we like the Caters. I mean, the course itself, in terms getting to play that as a high school a high school player, it kind of kind of sets the bar high a little bit in terms of
Yep.
the rest of your golf experiences.
Yep.
Um, so you mentioned you've done some greenskeeping, and um, I mean, is golf course management, like, as you think about what you want to do career wise? I mean, has golf course management kind of come into the equation at all?
I mean, really lately it hasn't been in the conversation based on what I want to do in life. But it is something that I feel that I could fall back on if what I want to do doesn't work out, and I feel like being given that ability to be a greenskeeper at the course and course management, it's given a sense of responsibility because I do have to do it all by myself. I do get
Sure.
to take care of those courses. So I think it's something that I can probably go towards in life if what I want doesn't work out.
So I should have probably asked that first. Like, what are you looking at in terms of college and
I'm looking in the
career
category
wise?
of I'm sort of looking in the category of biotechnology.
Oh wow, awesome.
Yeah, big major, tough major to
A
do,
little
a lot
bit,
of work.
yeah.
Yep.
You seem like someone who's not afraid to take on big challenges. Just the fact
Yep.
that you're juggling three sports and school in and of
Yep.
itself. I mean, that's so. Um, what are you looking at? Do you have any colleges in mind at this point? Where are you at in the college process?
Yeah, I've been looking towards UMass Lowell, Merrimack College, and Salem State is the fallback.
Yep.
And so I've been looking at those schools. They all have the program I want to go into. So that's sort of where I'm at this point.
Are you looking to continue sports at all during college, or is it you just gonna focus on school?
I mean, of course, I'm going to focus on school a lot. It's a big thing. I mean, I'd like to play college sports. I mean, I'd like to play golf or hockey. I mean, it's going to be tough though because there's a lot of people I'm competing with to
Oh yeah.
play those college sports. And I mean, if I got to play a club sport in one of my sports that I like, then so be it. And hopefully, I get that opportunity and play at the next level.
So, what position do you mostly play in hockey?
I am the goalie.
Yep,
Do take a lot of shots to the
a little bit.
head.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
T- in terms of, give us a little preview in terms of the hockey season and what you're looking forward to ahead.
I'm feeling good about this season. We're looking. I mean, we lost a big part of the team over the last couple of years. We are going to be very young this year. We did get moved down to Division 3, so I think it'll help us a little bit compete wise. I'm feeling good though. I feel like we'll have a good shot at make returning to the state tournament again this year. And granted, it won't be against as competitive teams as we've played in the past, but at least I'm hoping we get there. And as a whole team, we all agree that our team goal this year is getting to that state tournament and hopefully bringing a state championship to Methuen High School.
So, folks, when they talk about you, it's all good stuff, by the way. But I mean, they bring up leader a lot
Yeah.
when your name comes up. Where did you learn that leadership from as you're growing from middle school to freshman now to senior? Like who did you learn from in terms of taking on that leadership role?
I think in terms of that, of ever since like I mean freshman year, I really wasn't a leader. I was more the follower. I'd stay back, just try to agree and go along with everybody. But looking over the years, looking at like previous team captains and different people in my life, I knew that in different experiences on the team, different teammates, I just felt like someone needed to take charge over the years, and I felt like I'd fit that role. And ever since then, I've been sort of stepping up my game and taking charge and making sure everyone gets done what they need to get done, and bettering them and myself in the process.
What would you, so we're talking to Zach Alfonso from the MHS golf team here on Ranger Nation Radio. Um, you've given me more time than I asked for, and I appreciate that, especially in the middle of the school day. Uh, what Just a couple more questions in terms of being this being a student athlete, being that leader. What advice, now that you're kind of in the twilight of your high school career,
Yep.
I mean, what advice would you give to student athletes and to the younger kids that are looking to take on the challenge of being a student athlete?
It is sometimes a struggle, but I mean, playing sports is a privilege, and getting schoolwork done does come first. And as long as you get that schoolwork done, and then you can play a lot of sports like as I do, and be a three-sport athlete. And it definitely has its complications, but as long as you study hard and make time when you can, and to do your schoolwork, it'll pan out in the end, and you'll do good.
I would imagine you got to. It's a lot of strict time management, right?
Yeah, a lot of time management
Good
involved.
good skills to learn for the rest of life. That's for sure. All right, so in terms of, before I let you go, any shout outs to parents, teachers, teammates, friends, in terms of just the folks that have supported you up through the years in all the sports endeavors and the you know the school achievements?
Yeah, I'd like to thank my parents for even giving me the opportunity to play all these sports. The sports I play are not cheap.
No.
It's a lot of commitment, lots of money involved in playing these sports. I'd like to thank Coach Sims for giving me the opportunity to play on the varsity golf team and playing lacrosse, and Coach Bill Blackwell for letting me play on the hockey team and giving me opportunities that I need, and all the teachers I've had that have gotten me helped me get to the grades where I need to play high school sports, and to all the kids on the golf team, hockey team, lacrosse team, and everyone in Methuen High School.
Absolutely. Zach Alfonso, I love the answer in terms of sports being a privilege, and honestly, it's one of the funner things I do all week, getting to talk to athletes like yourself, and it's a privilege for me, just to kind of learn from you guys, and hope. And it seems like all the feedback we get, our audience enjoys that as well, and really appreciate you taking the time, and just wish nothing but success in the tournament and in hockey. And as you kind of make that transition from MHS to MHS alum into college, I see big success ahead for you, and I really appreciate you joining us on here on Ranger Nation Radio.
Thank you.
Awesome. All right.